team. The balance of the team was good today. But again, it's one performance, so you know it's nice to see. We must continue. I feel like I'm probably going to be a broken record. This is how I feel after this game. I really enjoyed watching it, but I know how football is, and I know that it's not just about individuals and being able to turn up and play like that. That's hard work against a great team, and they did it.
Disappointing result for us, and as I said, the manner of the goals are disappointing. The manner in which we turned the ball over yet again when we had decent possession to world-class players. They're gonna, as I talked about last week, they're gonna keep it away from you, or they're gonna be unbelievable on the counter-attack and punish you.
Chelsea are just settling, aren't they? Don't you think? You know, they've sorted things out at the back.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mendy's in goal now. Thiago Silva +1, it feels like. They're settled full-back. Still Azpilicueta come into that equation as well. That was without even Havertz. Ziyech was fantastic. It just feels like actually they're putting together a team that really could challenge for the title.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. I think they're putting a team together. I wouldn't expect them to set the world alight as yet, but they'll get stronger. They'll go through the gears this season. I think they're just starting to show what they can do. But Ziyech was absolutely outstanding. His quality was great. Tammy's movement is brilliant as well. So yeah, I think with the quality he has, Frank.
Look at this left foot. We love a left foot.
Look at that.
Keeper should claim that, shouldn't he?
Keeper's got to be louder. He's got to put the favourite of God into Ben Chilwell. That he's not just going to have a tapping at the far post.
I think once the fans get back into Stamford Bridge, they're going to love watching the man from Ajax.
I texted Frank when they played them in the when they played Ajax. And I texted him, stop Ziyech, and you'll win the game. And it was a crazy game. I can't remember the scoreline. Like
for that, you see, that just needs a touch from Thiago Silva, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
He puts it so accurately into an area, doesn't he? And this Werner's going to love it because he knows if he keeps making the runs, Werner, Ziyech will find him, won't he? Should score.
But he said there's no real communication between him and Timo Werner. He said, I just see him make his run. He's got the vision.
Doesn't need it, does it?
Executes it well. And before that game, it was 5 clean sheets on the bounce.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
The draw against United 0-0. People said it wasn't the greatest game in the world, but it done Chelsea more good. And I think Man U. So another win for them, and they seem to be flying at the moment.
They're don't they?
Yeah, they are. Well, and in this season of all, my Chelsea mates are now right. We're going for the title now. Yeah. Well, that was quick. You were early for last week.
That's early.
But it's I think because it's such a topsy-turvy season, I understand why they think that they are in the title race as much as anybody else. I think that's right.
Well, Leicester just blew that argument out of the water, didn't they, 2015 when they won the league?
Yeah.
So now you get asked the question, can Leicester win the league? Can Chelsea win the league? Can Tottenham win the league?
Yeah.
You can't say no.
The answer is yes to all of that, isn't it? Absolutely.
What the league table's showing us right now, everyone's got a chance.
We want to show the Thiago Silva header again. Beautiful delivery. But is there something we need to pick out from there? There's a little bit of American football style blocking going on.
I'm probably more comfortable with Dion talking about this as a defender, because when I looked at it, we know that VAR is not about re-refereeing football matches and that clear and obvious error.
Look at the reaction, Chris. Sorry, look at the reaction of Ender Stevens when Zuma blocks him off.
Yeah.
I think when you slow it down and break it down and go through it step by step, you're actually saying, yeah, there's possibly a foul there, but it's not about re-refereeing football matches. And is it a standout, clear and obvious error? I don't think it is, because in that sort of situation when the ball's into the penalty area, a lot of the time it's who's pushing it. Maybe it was a foul, maybe it wasn't. I don't think it's one of those everybody goes, wow, that's completely wrong.
That's illegal though, isn't it? It's illegal what Zuma's done. Well, I mean, that's clever, don't get me wrong, and it's time on the training ground. I think we saw Stoke do this many years ago, didn't they?
They scored a goal. I remember being in here, they scored a goal, amazing blocking.
He was one of the best.
Like running backs everywhere.
Blocked off everywhere. What Zuma's done there, is that illegal?
Probably, yeah. But what you've got to look at, when you look at the situation, there's so much going on, and you're sort of nitpicking then and breaking it down and looking at it. And then
let me ask you again, what Zuma done there, Chris, was that illegal?
Well, can we see it again?
Yeah, can we see it again? Let's show it again. Show it again and just see what Zuma actually does.
So he's blocking off Ender Stevens, right?
So he's not paying a lot of attention to the ball.
So Zuma's got his man to his right-hand side, but he's taken Thiago Silva's man away from him. So Thiago Silva make the run. You'll see it on the next angle even better.
Yeah.
So he blocks off.
This is my coaching lesson, isn't it?
Right, so he blocks off Ender Stevens on Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Number 6. Right?
Just turns in the last.
Blocks him there. Now Thiago Silva's free. Lost his marker.
So if the VAR re-referees that, looks at it, could it be disallowed? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Don't remind me of Stoke, by the way, because I had a lot of situations there, and one day Harry Redknapp came in. And the door needed repairing up there.
It's clever though, isn't it?
Because it's a goal, it would have automatically been checked. So whoever was a VAR didn't feel it was that bad.
No.
It's a grey area.
It's one of them. It's hard for VAR guys because
Yeah.
you know we've got the privilege of looking at that over and over and over again. They've got to make that decision. It's quite quick.
Yeah.
Well, they probably won't see everything that a footballer's brain will
Just
see.
thinking that, Dion.
That's the thing.
I was thinking that.
Won't they?
Yeah.
I just don't think they'll see everything.
Another reason to have one of you up there.
Well, you know, we're cheap. We're cheap. We're happy to share the contract.
I wasn't cheap, but now I am.
Time's moved on.
Wow.